Hey, this some player shit. HipHopHaven, we react to hip-hop culture, not a lousy trick. I done made 1,000 flips. Rob and Devin hit the scene and they react to it. Latest trends, music news, they do all of it. HipHopHaven, HipHopHaven. Help you tuning in, don't forget the big HipHopHaven. Hey, big HipHopHaven. Hope you tuning in.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Big Hip Hop Haven.
Don't forget the big, welcome back.
So today we got another paid channel subscriber request from our girl, LaaDuhGoat. What up, fam? This joint is for BTS, BAEPSAE, explained by a Korean. And it's specifically the crow tit.
Okay.
So I guess that's a dance move. We're about to find out.
Shout out to DK Salute to the platform.
You like this joint, share this joint, bring somebody to the family. We on the road to 35K. Only going to get there with your help. Cash App, PayPal, both linked in the description of the video. If you want to be a superstar like Tawana, we'll skip the line with your request. Patreon link is also there, so you can join the family and join the crew.
We got room just for you.
For sure. All right, let's jump into this.
Lego.
I'm interested to see what they're going to say about this. If they're going to explain the song or what crow tit is. I still want to do that little hat trick that they did in that one.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah. No, they sent us a video to do it. So it's in the request. We'll be getting to that too. Let's go.
A lot of BTS's new comeback, we are taking a look at their fiercest and most political song, BAEPSAE.
Right, Devin.
First of all, you need to know this Korean idiom. 뱁새가 황새를 따라가면 다리가 찢어진다. It means when you try to do something that's out of your reach, out of your capabilities, then you will likely fail. Crow tits or 뱁새 have short legs, but storks have very long legs. So obviously a crow tit trying to catch up to a stork will likely fail. Here the storks are referring to people in power, the big companies, conglomerates, and older generations. And
I felt that in the song with the lyrics because they kept saying they keep calling us a generation of something, know what I mean? And kept saying, let it play. But I got that in that song too. Because they kind of flipped it a couple times where they kept saying something like,
okay, Devin. It's okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's okay.
Words are hard.
And in this video, I will focus on the last meaning of older generations because the previous two meanings have been covered a lot by other explanations. Here, BTS is using crow tits as a metaphor for the younger generation or the millennials of South Korea. They are trying very, very hard to catch up with their parents' generation, the baby boomers or the storks. They also use...
They kept calling them the younger generation, the lazy generation. The ones that give up.
We're proving them wrong, though. We one of the hardest working gens out there. I'm going to put it out there.
Millennials?
Yes.
Hell no.
Because we can use computers. We can do factory work. We ain't scared to get our hands dirty. Nobody else after us is doing that.
Is Generation X next?
Yeah, X, Z, Y. They ain't doing none of that.
TikTok brain. I ain't gonna lie.
Hips.
iPad kids.
Another metaphor of teacher to refer to the older generation who are born with a golden spoon. They say this because during the ages of the baby boomers in South Korea, they were experiencing huge economic growth and it was extremely easy to get jobs, get housing, and stuff like that. But the economy...
Same in America.
You could buy a whole crib for $40K flat.
Yeah, in the 80s. In the 90s, you can get that same house for about $100,000. Now in the 2026,
$400K.
A starter house is $400. That's what's crazy.
With like a 9% interest rate.
A starter house, $400K. You by the time that 30-year mortgage done, you done paid $1 million for that joint.
Why?
And it's probably gonna be worth $800 by then. You still lost.
In South Korea is now at its maturing stages, and the side effects of ultra-fast economic growth have boomeranged to haunt the current generation. Currently, the millennials are facing extremely high pricing of houses, as well as high disparity between the rich and the poor, and also extreme all-time high youth unemployment. In this verse, BTS addresses the social injustices that millennials commonly face in Korean society. For example, passion pay. This is a very common practice in Korean society where companies basically pay young workers below minimum wage or nothing at all in return for experience. The company's logic is because they are offering
fellowship.
Sounds like an internship
or fellowship.
Old school. See, back in the day, you used to have apprenticeships. But that apprenticeship was actually going to give you a skill. You'll become like a master in whatever, like a master electrician or a plumber or something.
No,
nowadays,
brick masonry.
Yeah, you come out of college with a 2-year degree or a 4-6-year degree. Sometimes you might gotta
work for somebody.
Might gotta go work at Hooters.
A job and an experience that many young people have passion for. They are the ones that are actually doing the service for the young people. Enposede is another newly made word that is used to describe the millennials of this decade. They are a generation that have basically given up what many consider to be basic human rights and wants because of extremely high youth unemployment rates and also very low wages compared to living costs. We have many different variations of Enposede to describe the millennials of South Korea. It originally started from Samposede, which is used to describe the millennials that have given up dating, marrying, and giving birth due to economic instability. Then it evolved to Oposede, which added giving up employment and buying your own house. And then it evolved into Chilposede, which added human relationships and hope. Now,
that's why they was calling them the generation that gave up. They gave up on everything.
They choosing not to have kids. That's why the birth rate is dropped.
That's not too bad.
Not to get married.
Kids cost money. I get that.
But now they choose not to work.
That's crazy.
Even date, not to do nothing.
That's dating.
And that's why
gray
you get
area.
The shut-ins that start with in the animes. Come on.
Now the word Enposede is most commonly used because they have basically given up all their dreams and hope.
Scorch them or to maintain.
In these lines, BTS talks about their want to change the system. The word 정상 in the last lines has a double meaning. First, it means normal, and second, it means top. So basically, not only is BTS talking about how this is not a normal situation, society is sick, but also they are saying we are not at the top yet, and we have to push further.
That Bape hoodie fire.
Here, BTS addresses how the older generation blames the millennials for their struggles, saying that it is due to a lack of effort. The word 노력 is pronounced 노력 by BTS, and this is a very commonly used internet slang among millennials to sarcastically describe how the older generation blames them for the lack of effort. Baby boomers often neglect the fact how society is completely different now compared to when they were growing up. And also the economic situation is completely different. They also neglect the fact that a lot of the economic problems that these millennials face today were in fact caused by baby boomers. For example, housing prices that are extremely high so that millennials have basically given up buying their houses. These were driven up by baby boomers buying multiple houses in speculation and for investment purposes.
I don't know if that is because they bought multiple houses, but the housing market is definitely due to the baby boomers because millennials just now got into the positions to be able to make those decisions in those jobs and company decision makers. Millennials just got
housing market crash.
The baby boomers been in these positions, government, the policies that have been created
and voted and voted again.
Yeah, they kind of messed. They kind of screwed us. I ain't gonna lie. And it's not just Korea. It's all over the world. And if we're feeling in America, imagine what they're feeling in like a third world country. Like, well, actually, they might be better off in some regards. In the housing market, they
don't have houses, Devin.
They do got houses in third world countries.
Barely.
Yeah,
not for everybody.
You right.
Come on.
So everybody in the world screwed. We all screwed together.
Yet many baby boomers simply neglect the fact and tell the millennials that they should try harder, work harder, so that you can perhaps buy a house 20 years later. On the surface level, these lines just simply seem like a cry for help, a call for a helping hand. However, the word BAEPSAE in the very last line is a very clever play on words. Basically, this word would sound like a curse word to the Korean ear. It sounds very, very similar to shipseya or keseya, which are... It sounds very, very similar to shipseya or...
Shipseya?
Hey, watch your mouth.
I'm still in that one. Hey.
Like a curse word to the Korean ear. It sounds very, very similar to shipseya or keseya, which are both very serious curse words in South Korea.
Just learned 2 new words.
Lord help us.
Hey, don't teach me nothing. Don't teach me nothing.
Would sound like a curse word to the Korean ear. It sounds very, very similar to shipseya or keseya, which are both very serious curse words in South Korea. So not only are they crying for help, and not
I'm about to call you that in America, so I think I'll be okay.
Not only are they asking the protests to unite, but they are also calling the older generations.
Millennials unite,
right? I can see the appeal of BTS because they're not just really talented artists with really good beats, choreography, production. There. They have a message of revolution. They're like
real life issues.
They're like
Public Enemy.
That's a good example. In America,
NWA.
No, not really. It wasn't really revolution. Kendrick would be more revolutionary than NWA. NWA was talking about F the police. That's it. Just the police.
Oh, Wu-Tang.
No. Public Enemy. We there. Y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comments below. I see that we didn't do that song though, so that probably ain't going to make sense. And they explain airing.
Shout out again to the platform. DK TV.
DK like Donkey Kong. Kong. Shout out to you, G. Boy.
Yeah, you got donkeyed.
Y'all let us know what y'all think about this down in the comments below. We want to hear from y'all. Shout out to Tawana for putting us on. Let us know they're revolutionaries in their music, not just skillful artists. That's fire. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. You like this joy, share this joy, bring somebody to the family. We on the road to 35K. Only going to get there with your help. Cash App, PayPal, both linked in the description of the video. If you want to skip the line with your request, we'll get that done for you. But Patreon is there too, so you can join the family and become part of the crew.
Here on the Global Hip Hop Reaction Hub. No ads, exclusive content. No wait. Why not join the Patreon? We're waiting on you. Come on.
Already. This has been another episode of Big Hip Hop Haven.
Don't forget the big.
Until next time, we out. This mother.
All I do ain't got the whole room staring. Lies to the jail, out everybody compete. Nobody's touching what God put together. She a whole vibe, baby, like it's a feather.
virtuous with the body, got the angel saying hey, tongue pussy, walking on them, got the whole section froze that they saw up in the mind. I got who that? Queen in the building, she smiling, the whole room starts spinning, wifey material, but she still turned up. God fear and vice is the ultimate turn up.
She moves like a lamb. In the mix to become one, yeah, king legit. Loyal and royal, favor on drip. Flow so heavy, made the whole room shit when she step. Bottom on feet go crazy. Trap bait away, made the whole block wavy. Submit to the Lord, that's power, not pride. I lead with love, she right by my side. Sacrifice daily, that's how we build. Not just emotion, spirit filled. Yeah, I boast in the Lord, that's different flex. Blessed with a wife, is divine respect. From altar vows to forever spark. She don't just talk, she walk that walk. Love her like Christ love church. Put her first. Heaven on earth, wifey, that's my blessing.